Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of KeethTalks. I'm very excited for today's episode because I have a very special guest. His name is Chaitanya, and you guys are definitely going to get a lot of value out of this episode. So enjoy. Let's begin. Awesome. Good morning. Hey, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it.
Hey,
I want
no, man.
to,
Absolute
yeah,
pleasure.
I want to make sure I pronounce your name correctly. It's Chaitanya, right? Chaitanya?
Yeah, my name is Chaitanya, but I go by
Chaitanya.
Cha. I made it
Chalk?
easy.
Okay, that's pretty easy. Awesome, man. So I was hoping, I know you're pretty big in the sub two community, right? I know you guys do have the business where you guys have done like 6 million in notes. That's really impressive. I've read a
Right.
couple of your posts. So that's why I wanted to kind of reach out and just maybe pick your brain on a couple of things. But first, I just wanted to ask, just tell me about your story. How did you get into the sub two community? How did you meet Manith, and how did you get started on your business?
Yeah, absolutely. So notes is something new. So whatever you saw, we did that. We started that this year. We didn't do notes before. So
Okay.
we do kind of everything in real estate. I mean, we've touched most of the strategies by now. I've been in real estate for a while. I mean, I'll be completing almost 10 years next year.
Oh,
I
wow.
started in 2015, and I I mean I had so I don't know if you know of my other partner. His name is Prakash.
Yeah.
So him and I, we had another business. It was like IT servicing type of business.
Hmm.
And we were trying to get like annual maintenance contracts from
Yeah.
different people, but it ran into some like really technical issues of working it, and then everything's getting easier, so it wasn't really a scalable business. So we shut that down like around 2013. uh
Okay.
we were just trying it for a few months. It wasn't really, didn't go anywhere, so we parted ways. And come 2014, I started learning. So one of my other friends, Bhavin, he used to live here in Houston, and now he's in Dallas. uh,
Okay.
I just remembered, like I just thought of him because I just texted him, we are in Dallas tomorrow for a sub 2 event. So him and his wife, they have a huge family in Dallas, and they're all real estate investors, and that's who inspired me like to even consider real estate as a business. I
Yeah.
mean, back when I came here when for my master's,
Hmm.
like many students who come from India, I came here in 2007, and my only goal in life was to start a business, and that was the
Yeah.
whole reason I even came to America. I come from a very modest background, and it's 100 times harder for someone who doesn't come from money to start and make it in India.
Yeah.
And I mean, there is no guarantee either. So, someone told me, one of my mentors, to consider America as one of the options. And I was decent in school, so I decided to pursue masters just to land in America and then go from there. So I have been trying a bunch of businesses along the way. I worked in a restaurant because opening a restaurant was like
Ideas.
one of my dreams, and
Yeah.
after working in it, I'm like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
It's a good business, but like, unless you have 10 of them, there is no there
Yeah.
is no like running
You,
one is more
it's not
difficult.
worth it. Yeah. You only know it when you actually do it, whether you like it,
Right.
and if this is something you can, spend your time to push. Now, I've tried
Exactly.
like a few different businesses, and some of them, like I still keep right now. I have a 360 photo booth and a photo booth company on the side. I tried
Yeah.
like Airbnb, lease arbitrage. I tried some other ones that I've stopped, but so far, like, I like the sub to community. I'm trying to get into wraps as well now too, but I still
Right.
run like the photo booth company, but I don't plan on scaling that. So like, I know what you
Right.
mean, when there's like, if it's not for
Yeah, so I
you.
tried a whole bunch of businesses. I
Yeah.
didn't start. I mean, I tried, as in like I basically worked with a few people. I worked in a restaurant, then worked with another guy to see if that fits me. But nothing worked until I met like Bhavin's family, and
Yeah.
they kind of told me, "Hey, stop talking to me because I'm not the one who can like mentor you." I was mentored by this guy called Del Walmsley. Okay, he's Del Walmsley is a guy out of Houston who
Yeah.
runs a one of the biggest networking groups called Lifestyles Unlimited. Okay, so
Okay.
that Lifestyles Unlimited is focused on apartment syndication and apartment investing.
Oh
Majority.
wow.
So they also mentor you for single family investing,
Hmm.
but that's not their main. I mean, every student they have in single family investing, they want them to upgrade to multifamily at some point in life
Yeah.
because of economies of scale, of course. So I joined it for multifamily. I wanted to be a syndicator. I wanted to raise money and buy big apartment complexes.
Yeah.
I should have done that, but I ran into some immigration related issues. I'm still on a visa, but now
Okay.
my green card should be here anytime.
Okay.
But back
Congrats.
then, my green card was not even filed,
Oh man.
and I didn't want to take a whole bunch of people's money,
Risks.
and then
Yeah.
like, what if I mean, I get thrown out of the country? uh,
Yeah.
and I mean,
You
it
gotta
was
be
a
smart.
big challenge.
Yeah.
So I didn't, as much as I wanted to get into multifamily, I leaned more towards single family.
Hmm.
And in that group, I met this guy. His name is Moon Kim. He's like one of the most like underrated guys in Houston because
Okay.
he's nowhere to be found on social media.
Media.
Have,
Yeah.
he doesn't even have Facebook account. So he's like a hidden gem that I found luckily. And he's also one of the biggest wholesalers in Houston. They do like
Really?
200 wholesale deals a year.
Is he in the sub two community too or no? No. Okay. Wow. Okay.
So they just run their own thing independently. His partner and him, they are part of other communities, but not sub two.
Hmm.
Uh, Anyways, so fast forward from there to where we are. Like, so Moon Kim got me introduced to wholesaling.
Okay.
So first I started buying properties through him, but he was getting those properties through wholesalers. And I was like, oh
Oh,
wow, what is this fee? 10 grand. Like, I'm buying this property for 140, but someone is making
10
10 grand.
grand.
Who is this? Is
Yeah.
this a realtor? He's like, no, 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 he's not a realtor, he's a wholesaler. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell is a wholesaler?
Yeah.
He's like, okay, yeah, it's pretty easy. You just send some letters to people and they'll call you, and it was really that easy back then.
Yeah.
Okay, 2015. And then I was like, how do I try it? Like, do I have to write the letters? He's like, no, 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 just go to this website. They have the formats for a bunch of letters. Pick a format, then go to this website, download the addresses you want, give it to that website, and they will do everything for you. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, sure. So I went on that website and this website and then put it all together, sent 300 letters.
300. Okay.
That's
And did you get any
300. I
deals?
mean, my risk appetite was like $300 because
Yeah.
that's how much I was okay with losing, because I used to lose that much every week in poker.
Yeah.
So so $300 was okay.
Yeah. Did you get
But
any deals from that 300?
so yeah, that's
Yeah.
so in with $300 of marketing, I got one deal. I got like 10 calls, two appointments, and one deal.
Nice.
That deal I sold like 4 years later. I mean, maybe I made over 100 grand in that one.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I was blown away, like, wow, this is like 300 letters. What if I sent 3,000 letters? What
Yeah.
happened then?
Yeah.
So I like, I built all the courage I needed, and then sent 500 letters. That's the only risk appetite
You had at the
I
time.
could build.
Yeah.
That 500 letters then brought me another deal. Like, I got it for like less than 50 cents on the dollar.
Hmm.
And that I still own that our property. It's at least quadrupled in the price, like from when I bought it. So I was like, this is amazing. And by that time, like, Prakash and I like had parted ways, and he
Hmm.
was pursuing retail real estate. So
Yeah.
he went and got a license, and
Realtor. Okay.
he saw that I'm also investing, and so he was also pursuing some deals on the MLS. So we were talking at that point. I also needed, I mean, if I needed to take it from that point to the next level, I needed someone with immigration. I mean, more someone with a green card or
Yeah.
citizenship. So I couldn't do that all on my own. And of course, Prakash and I worked amazingly well in our previous business. So I approached him, hey, do you want to join me in doing this? I mean, forget about MLS.
Yeah.
This is like what I found is amazing. And I've tried it. I had bought like 10 plus properties, flipped a couple
Hmm.
properties by then. I want to do this as a business. And he was like, oh, let's do it. So we started this and we sent 4,000 letters. Uh, and it was 2018 by then. So
Hmm.
I was in 2015. And by the time we hit 2018, Facebook groups and all these things had like, I mean,
Popped off. Yeah.
blown
It
up,
was big.
and knowledge was like
Everywhere.
available everywhere. Everybody knew this. Everybody was doing it. From 300 letters, I got 10 calls to 4,000 letters. Now I got 5 calls,
Oh man.
or maybe 10 calls. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But we got 2 deals from that, but which is good enough. But that's how bad it had gotten like
Hmm.
by then. So we tried different things. Like there is a way very few people talk about is you can prepare these flyers
Hmm.
in a specific way. Like a lot of flyers that you get from in your mail, they actually come from USPS routes. So
Okay.
when Harvey hit Houston, we were trying the USPS routes in certain areas where it flooded the most.
Okay.
Harvey was a like Hurricane Harvey that hit
Yeah.
Houston back in 2017. I
Hmm.
mean, so 2018 people were still going through all that. So one of the things we tried is we printed those uh, postcards to USPS standard, and then you like there is 800 to 1,000 addresses on each route. So you just hand it to a postmaster, and they charge you a fee for it, and they drop it with every mail
That's smart.
in
Yeah.
every house. So it's very like I don't know to date. I don't know many people that have done it.
Done it. Yeah. I've never heard
Uh,
of it, so
we
it's
got a
new to
deal
me.
or two from that, so that kind of worked out well. And it's good when especially when it's more of a like a weather event like
Hmm.
hurricane or a flood or something
Yeah.
happens. Then it's a good thing because you're concentrating on one area,
Yeah.
because normally not all houses are in distress,
Hmm.
so it doesn't always work out. So from that to we never looked back. So after that we went from, and our goal was never wholesaling everything.
Right.
One of my like, I mean, we both had good jobs. We both were doing like amazing in our jobs. We loved our jobs, and we had a lot of flexibility. So we didn't really want to quit right away until this
Hmm.
business like went to the next level. So 2018, 19, 20, we focused a lot on wholesaling and developing new strategies. By the end of 2018 we were we were tired of mail marketing because it was saturated. We were
Yeah.
not getting many phone calls, so we at that time cold calling was a new fad. So someone was talking about it, so we hired a random guy like out of Bangladesh,
Okay.
gave him few phone numbers, and only to find out like the first call, like not even kidding, okay,
Okay.
number one phone call he makes, we get this brand new house in a decent like a rental neighborhood,
Yeah.
brand new built. Okay, I mean
Okay.
the houses are not brand new in that area, but
Yeah.
this brand new built because the previous house had burned down.
Oh, okay.
Brand
Yeah.
new built house for almost 50 cents on the dollar, which we sold to like someone right away for 35 grand assignment. We were like,
Oh
what the
man.
hell is this? Like, people don't know about cold calling. Let's do this. So then we started like we doubled down on that
Cold
strategy.
calling. Yeah.
And then Prakash found out about Brent Daniels. He was following like Wholesaling Inc. at that
Hmm.
time. So he found out about Wholesaling Inc. and TTP program with Brent Daniels. So we went and like we joined that program, and
Program.
then
Okay.
I mean it was since then like we joined every program that Wholesaling Inc. ever touched, and we know like Brent, Jamil, Pace, all of these amazing people.
Guys. Yeah.
Um, so wholesaling kind of helped us like build cash for our business, but as our appetite grew, we were holding more and selling less. Our goal was never to sell anything. As of today, our goal is not to sell anything. Our goal
Yeah.
is to hold everything that we can,
Hmm.
put a structure and processes and systems in place to manage the assets, because assets are going to make you richer over time. And I mean, it's going to be, I mean, you're going to stop working one day
One day,
and
yeah.
that like mailbox money to hit after. So that was the goal. So maybe in the first year we held on to like 30% of the deals. Next year we held on to like 50%. Now we are probably holding like 80% of the deals that we
Wow.
get.
And that's
So
all from a wholesaling business too, right?
yeah, so from
Yeah.
wholesaling to like, and now we are very well connected. So another like few good things that we did uh, is we connected with a lot of people. So every
Hmm.
time we got a chance, every time we get a chance, we go to these events, like Paces events, Brents events,
Hmm.
anything we can do to the community. We put ourselves out there. We teach people as much as we can. I mean, we are not social media people yet. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
trying to like actually build my. I have some contractors in the house. I'm building a studio here, which I'm gonna start doing some videos and seminars or whatever, like free stuff to put myself out there.
Yeah, let
Uh,
me know the links and I'll put it in the comment section below too.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
this video, yeah.
So 2021, I mean 2020, when COVID hit, we were not sure, like most people, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So May 2020, I mean, we had this really like uh I mean, we had this agent who was like toxic to
What?
our like business.
Why?
But
What did he do? Why
I
was he
mean,
toxic?
he was good at sales, but he will
Yeah.
not follow the process. He was a senior guy that we hired with from industry, and someone had fired him, and we thought we can work with this guy because
Okay.
the guy who fired him, we knew him, and we just thought maybe he has a personality, and we can work with someone
Yeah.
that he cannot. And it worked. I mean, he brought us a lot of good deals, but then he would ask for loans, and then he will just insist on like that, okay, we give those loans to him so that he can like feed his family. He had a lot of baggage that came with it, like he was
Oh.
um a relationship that he wanted to like marry this girl, and only if he married then it's going to work out. I mean, it was a lot of drama. Like every
Okay.
day we would like spend hour and a half on a phone call, trying to calm this guy down on some random topic. So it wasn't
Okay. Nothing
going
related
very
to the
well.
business. Yeah. That sucks.
2020, like we found that opportunity. We were like, hey, we
Hmm.
are shutting our systems down.
Down. Yeah.
Don't know where this market is going. And we let him go. We took a break for a month,
Hmm.
and then market was going crazy. And we were like,
Yeah.
man, we need to double down on this now. So
Yeah.
2020 and 2021, we had a lot of fun doing wholesaling.
Hmm.
We like held like from between those 2 years, we probably went from like 10-15 properties to 50-60 properties in hold.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we did maybe 20-30 rehabs a year. Like we did a lot of volume in those
Yeah.
years, and like wholesaled a whole bunch of properties. But as we went from 2021 to 2022, and the interest rates were jacked up, the market like took a like basically 180-degree
Yeah.
turn. uh, at that point we were already ready that, okay, if that ever happens, we know what's going to happen, because market sentiment is what we like to track the most. So
Hmm.
I personally like feel, I mean, I have one eye on the future all the time, and it's not that difficult to read American market, in my
Hmm.
opinion. But people are so busy in doing what they're doing that they lose track of like the vision,
Yeah.
or they lose track of what's going to happen and how they need to pivot their strategy. So having a partner is always good, because then, like, if one person can do one thing, two people can do 10 things at a time.
Yeah.
So
I like that analogy. Yeah, that's so good.
so when, like, when I'm trying to focus on something strategic, Prakash can still help with the with running operations,
Yeah.
and vice versa. Like, we don't take a specific role in our business. We just let it, I mean, develop organically. Like,
Yeah.
if he has an idea, I'll let him pursue it. If I have an idea, I mean, he'll do the same. So what we were thinking in 2021, that okay, we need to start learning how to buy subject to, I mean, we were already buying subject to, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We were already mastering these strategies. Like, we had like 5 or 6 Airbnbs at the time, and as we started seeing the demise of Airbnb, fad, because we did really well with Airbnb, but as soon as we started seeing a decline, we started picking up these properties and wrapping them or renting them.
Right.
So before the new fad catches on, we like to be prepared for it. So
Yeah.
that's my personal, like, vision in real estate or any business.
So
So
so what's
yeah.
the fad right now?
So right now, I think what's gonna happen is wholesaling is gonna do really well
Yeah.
for the rest of this year and 2024. So we
Okay.
are gearing up for that.
Okay,
Uh,
that's good. So
So what has happened, in my opinion, is 2021 people were, so 2020 people didn't know what was going on during COVID.
yeah.
Government printed a whole bunch of money, and then as like, it takes time for the market to learn what's happening. And if you are a fast learner, you should learn that before everybody else, and then uh, take advantage of that gap. Okay,
Yeah.
that's how you become successful. So
Okay.
2020, people did not know where the market is going, and because of this printed money, we knew the properties are going to go up in value at least 100 grand each.
Yeah.
So we started just holding on to everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Literally, like, we knew this is going to happen. Even if we hold and don't put a tenant in it for 1 year, it's going to grow in value by 100 grand. And that
Yeah.
happened to some of our properties.
Really? Wow.
We had a
Okay.
bad flip. We had a flip on in Energy Corridor area that went south like big time. One of our contractors ran away with 40 grand of our money.
Oh man.
And it sat on the market, like, not market, sat in rehab for
Yeah.
1 year. 1 year.
Man.
But we purchased that property for 130 when the market was 250, and after 1 year we sold it for 340. Like,
And it wasn't finished. You didn't even finish it.
no,
You
no,
just sold it
after finishing
after you
it.
finished it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
But still, like, the
That's
market
good.
value
Yeah.
quite a bit like higher than where it was.
Yeah.
It happened a lot, and we are seeing that now. So as we went into 2021, everybody started learning that they can ask whatever price and they will get more than that.
Yeah.
So that's what that, and by that time we were having really hard time explaining to sellers why we need a discount, because they knew they don't have to give me a discount.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so the seller's mindset was that, okay, I can put this broken house on the market for double the price and it will still sell. Like, that's how they were thinking.
Yeah.
Not literally double, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So So from that mindset, like, pushing wholesaling effort with that mindset in the market was very hard. So we just took a break from wholesaling and started focusing on sub two, because as the interest rates went up, we knew what was going to happen. Like, if we can get 2-3% interest rate deals that people have locked up, because now they're going to have hard time selling those on the market
Yeah.
when they think they can sell it for whatever price. So naturally, 90% of the people are going to shoot higher
Yeah.
when they should be shooting lower.
Lower. Yeah.
So we geared up for that. So now after full year and a half, people's expectations have come to a more of a normalcy. Now when we offer people like 50, 60 cents on the dollar, they are ready to like listen to us because they know the market is not moving as fast. So it takes a long time for market to
Change or shift.
change the mindset.
Hmm.
So now I think we are in the right spot where wholesaling is going to take off really well, because
Nice.
now the mindset is at the right place. Because whenever there is, I mean, I tell this to anybody like you, including my wife,
Hmm.
whenever we have an argument about anything, we are like, hey, look, when there is a gap between expectations and reality,
Yeah.
that's when you're gonna be stressed. Okay. So the market was like
Yeah.
expectations were here, but reality was here in
Here.
20.
Yeah.
So like that, we cannot get over that stress and push wholesaling. But now that expectation has come down closer to reality. So now we can bring those below, like when they were here, we can only bring them to reality, not
Yeah.
below. There is
Yeah.
no deal for a wholesaler at that.
Yeah. So 2023 and 2024 is going to be good for wholesaling then. So,
I
and
feel like,
yeah.
yeah, and we are
Okay.
seeing it. Like we did like 7, 8 wholesale deals randomly in 1 month. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like,
Yeah.
because people are ready at this point. Like they were hoping when 2021 hit. It's like, I mean, I'm really bad in stocks. Okay, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know about you, but there was this reel I saw like 6 to 8 months ago. This
Yeah.
guy talks about, oh, whenever the stock is going up, I'm waiting for it to go down, but then it goes up again, and then I buy, and then it goes
It goes
down. And
down.
I feel like now it's gonna go up, but it goes down some
Down
more.
more. Yeah. And you lose money.
So,
That's it.
so that's what people think, right? Like
Yeah.
naturally, most people, like 2021, everybody was seeing this like crazy like property price
This
increases.
hype. Yeah.
But in 2022, they were waiting for the same thing to happen, which
Didn't
was not
happen.
going to happen because of
Yeah.
interest rates. So it took them a while to understand that it's not going to happen. So
Yeah.
let's move on with the lives. So yeah, I think wholesaling is going to do well. I think so. What we are going to try and do,
Hmm.
uh, I'm not sure about it because this sub two, like the volume that people are seeing right now
Yeah.
is gonna like come to an end, or it's gonna slow down a little bit because there is only so many deals in the market, and there
Hmm.
is only so many deals from the 2020 2021 where the
Yeah.
interest rates are really good.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be hard. I mean, it's gonna be harder and harder to
Hmm.
find great deals.
Yeah.
Uh, so I mean, again, I'm now that we are well marketed, we get a lot of deals. But for someone who is not well marketed, they should also focus on Burr method at this point.
Right
And
now, you think
yeah,
that really?
because
Okay.
I feel like Burr method is good when one or two or both things happen. Interest rates are lower
Yeah.
and the deals are sweeter. Okay. Right now, interest rates are not really
Good.
great.
Yeah. They're high.
But
Yeah.
the deals are going to get sweeter. So
Okay.
even if you are getting higher interest rate, but on a lower loan amount, you can still cash flow. So
Yeah.
2022 and 2023, people were not able to cash flow at all.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of people, including us, we are buying and holding on to like 50, 60% deals
Hmm.
without any cash flow, just in the hopes that couple years down the road, the interest rates will come down closer to 5% maybe,
Yeah.
and we can refinance and then start cash flowing at that
Yeah.
point.
I just applied like the Burr method on a triplex I did recently. It took
Oh,
longer than
nice.
expected, but we purchased it in January, or like technically we got under contract in November, but it
Right.
was January, right? And then it went down a lot, the appraised
Yeah.
value. Yeah. So because it went down a lot, we're still cash flowing, but we weren't able to pull out all of our money. So right now we're in a position where we just kind of have to wait it out until the rates go back up so we can get all the money out. So that's kind of where we
Right.
are. And I'm seeing that with a lot of people as well. But yeah, that's awesome. So that's a lot of really good information. So I know, like, because even on the wholesaling side, I've noticed that wholesaling fees have gone up a lot. Like, it used to be like 4, 5, 6 grand. Now people are asking for like $20,000 wholesale
Oh, yeah.
like assignment fee or like $18,000. I'm like,
On
even
creative deals or cash deal?
no creative deals. Like it's up to like I bought 2 wraps recently, right? The first wrap I bought, it was a $19,000 assignment fee, right? And
Yeah.
the second one ended up having a $15,000 assignment fee. Those are high, but the
Oh, yeah.
interest rates are like one was 3.75%, the other one's 4%. So it's really good.
So I skipped over a very important part when you
Yeah,
asked me how we got here. So in 2019, like
yeah.
now that you mentioned assignment fees, when if you think 20,000 is higher, I don't know what you're going to think about $1 million assignment fee
Oh
that
man,
we
on
made.
what? A
So
million
we
dollar on
made,
what? Yeah.
so we sold a 200 unit apartment complex,
Okay. Wow.
and we are one of the probably only few people in like to sell an apartment complex as a wholesale deal
Yeah.
in the nation. Like I
Really?
haven't heard personally of anybody. I mean, Marcus Millichap or JLL, like these
Yeah.
brokers sell apartment complex for a hefty fee all the time, or
Hmm.
even Grant Cardone like sells for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But they are different they're in a different league.
Yeah.
But in a wholesaling community, or Sub2 or TTP and any of these communities, uh, so we ran into this, and we have a whole video with Brent Daniels, an interview about this deal.
Hmm.
But 2019, we were doing well in wholesaling, and we were trying to buy rentals. So one of these houses came along that we were trying to bid on, and
Hmm.
this like really old couple shows up like in a Bentley
Okay.
front of this really ugly like house in a
Yeah.
very sketchy neighborhood. We are like, wow, this is amazing. So we started talking to these people, and they are like,
Hmm.
oh, I need 130 for this house. I'm like, okay, but it's like it needs a lot of work, right? She's like, I
Yeah.
just do 130, that's it. I was like, okay, so are you like guys selling any other properties? Because that's a normal question we ask anybody.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we are. We had a few houses. We've sold most of them, but there is this one property we are selling, and we are like, What's the address?" She's like, "I mean, it's an apartment complex." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I have this apartment complex background, so I have done a lot of work, like volunteer work with a lot of other investors. So
Hmm.
I know how to like run the numbers and do the apartment deals. So she told me, "Oh yeah, this is an 180 unit apartment complex that I'm trying to sell. And what do you want for it? What are you asking?" Like we didn't even think for a second that we can do this because we couldn't. So,
Yeah.
uh, but I mean, I could syndicate it and do all these things, but that was not the focus at the time.
Yeah.
And she gives me a number. I plug it in my calculator, and it was like a $40,000 per door. I was like,
Okay.
wow, this is amazing. And at that time, I didn't know where it's located. So
Yeah.
anywhere in Texas, 40,000, I thought was amazing. But this deal was in Beaumont, and Beaumont is a very, very challenging area. So, I mean, we went through like 6 months of negotiation with this lady,
Yeah.
and bringing her from $40,000 per door down to $25,000 per door.
That's amazing.
Uh,
Yeah.
then we sold it in two different, like there was two different campuses.
Yeah.
We sold one campus. I mean, I had a lot of connections um, with this lifestyle like organization. So we sold one campus to an investor from the community, and then another campus we kept it for ourselves, and we raised
Nice.
money for it, and then sold that 2 years later. So we made about $500,000 in assignment that year. In the first time we sold it to one like investor, and then also to our partnership.
Hmm.
And then 2 years later, we bought it back from our partnership, and
Okay.
wholesaled it again for $500,000. So that's how we ended up with $1 million assignment. But that put us on the map big time.
Yeah, of course.
So
Like that's
like
huge.
the point of telling you this is not like that we made money, which we did, but
No, it's doable.
of course it's the money is not important compared to the opportunity we got. Like we did a lot of deals,
Yeah.
We did like hit 6-figure assignments, and we still do. Like we just don't take it out. And there is, I mean, if you think 20,000 is a big assignment, there are a lot of deals you can do, like triplex, quadplexes with 6-figure assignments, and
Oh
that's
man.
just by combining the knowledge of creative deals and burr deals or cash deals together
Yeah.
and creating a structure that works for everyone. Like for example, we got this 0% financing deal in Dallas, which was purchased. It's a quadplex.
Okay.
So the underlying lien is 200,000 VA loan for 2%,
Yeah.
and there is a, I think 300,000 or something seller finance lien that is 0%. So combined, our interest rate is less than 1%.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
so if I were to wrap this to an investor, I mean,
Oh.
the market value itself is 750 already.
Yeah.
So I can make 250 in assignment fee if I want anytime. This is
Yeah.
from a quadplex.
Yeah.
Right. So that happens all the time. Like, so you just have to, I mean, a lot of
Be
people
creative.
give it away. I feel like a lot of wholesalers, they can take it all the way. But again, nothing wrong in doing that. Nothing wrong in making 5,000 or 20 or
Yeah.
a million. Nothing wrong in doing any of that as long as you know what your goals are. Because our like career, most of the time, like we had cash. Okay. Because I come from corporate background, my partner
Yeah.
comes from corporate background. So we had decent jobs, our wives have jobs, like we've been working over 10 years before we started businesses. So we were sitting on a decent amount of cash and savings. So we were not strapped for money.
Yeah.
Anything we do in businesses, even if we fail, it was not going to hurt our families.
Yeah. That's good.
So yeah, so but that's that. I just wanted to bring that up when you mentioned assignment
And
fee.
yeah, I still got a lot more experience to gain. So I'm sure I'll see it too, in future in my career.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, Chai, thank you so much. I really appreciate the fact that you even took the time. I learned a lot. Like I didn't even realize, like wholesaling is gonna get more popular in the next 2 years. So thanks
yeah.
for sharing that as well. And
Yeah, I mean, more popular as in the market, like there is a, like, it's conducive. Like the
yeah,
market
yeah.
is conducive to that strategy right now. That's all I would say.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate it. And yeah, and for everyone else, if you guys want to follow him, I'm gonna put his links here in the section below on the comments. So make sure you guys follow him as well.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you.